You're staring at a major opportunity, the exact contract or application you've been waiting for. But as you go to click, your chest tightens. You hesitate. You find a reason to wait until tomorrow. This resistance originates from a specific layer of default programming running quietly in the background. While external hurdles like capital or connections matter, the primary bottleneck exists within the way your brain processes progress. This is mental poverty, a psychological framework inherited from childhood and societal norms, designed to prioritize immediate safety over long-term growth at any cost. Your brain is a hyper-vigilant survival machine. Mitigating risk, it categorizes ambition as a mortal threat, diverting opportunity into a threat-avoid response. This triggers a loop. To keep you safe, the mind manufactures excuses. The timing is wrong, the market volatile, or credentials lacking. This mechanism treats progress as a danger signal. As long as the survival machine controls the internal dashboard, external resources remain secondary. The brain will prioritize returning to the baseline it recognizes as safe. Deactivating this programming requires a 30-day window of intervention, the time necessary to force biological habit formation into new neural pathways. Step 1 requires documenting fear-based thoughts as soon as they enter your conscious mind. You have to isolate these thoughts and treat them as data points rather than truths. Fear typically disguises itself as reason. Your brain might whisper that a project is too complicated for your current schedule. This is a tactical maneuver designed to prevent the effort required for growth. Step 2 is interruption. When you identify a disguised fear, you must physically or verbally cut the thought pattern off before it can develop into a reason to stop. Accepting the excuse strengthens the old habit. However, when you intercept the thought, "it is hard," and replace it with, "I will learn," you physically reroute the signal. Forcing this interruption prevents the survival machine from hijacking the decision-making process. It returns control of the steering wheel to your conscious intent. Step 3 is replacement. Once a negative thought is interrupted, you must immediately plant a new, growth-oriented belief to fill the gap. The internal narrative shifts toward active ownership. You move from reacting to your circumstances to directing your time, capital, and personal resources toward a specific objective. Step 4 is action. You must take a decisive step forward while the fear is still present. Executing the task during the period of hesitation proves to the brain that the perceived threat was an illusion. Step 5 is discipline. This cycle must be repeated daily for 30 days, allowing the repetition to build a new mental pathway that surpasses the old logic. Expect significant mental exhaustion. Near the middle of this transition, the old programming provides the most resistance, using fatigue to pull you back. Pushing through this specific window of friction is the point where the new pathways begin to solidify, making growth the new operational default. By the end of 30 days, the internal landscape is different. You reach the same high-stakes decision points, but the crippling hesitation has been replaced by a capacity for decisive action. The brain now interprets high-stakes inputs as standard vehicles for expansion. The automated response to a challenge is how to execute, rather than how to retreat. The operational difference in high performers is a deliberately rewired, growth-oriented operating system. They have trained the survival machine to see risk as a requirement for survival. Maintaining the survival-driven version of yourself ensures that your future will be an exact replica of your past. No external opportunity can overcome a mind set on remaining small. The mechanics of this change are clear. You can choose the comfort of the existing cage, or you can begin the 30-day process of overwriting your default programming today.